Today we are talking about effective vocabulary for coming competitive exams of Sindh Public Service Commission and CSS. Online classes are going to start from 27th of March 2022. I have given a contact number. You may text here on WhatsApp and get all the details related to this online session of English composition and essay writing. So now we are moving towards vocabulary portion. How to build an effective vocabulary for any competitive contest. I have written more than 100 words with their thesaurus, with their synonyms. We have a word hardworking. Along with hardworking, I have given 4-5 synonyms of the hardworking word. If I say that he is a hardworking gentleman of the class, we can also say that he is a diligent, industrious, conscientious, sedulous, unflinching, one who gives one's all efforts to crack anything, accomplish anything, achieve anything is called hardworking. So all words have same meaning, hardworking. Then we have a word number 2, average. Average, it means shorten something, lessen, curtail. I can give an example over here. Poet abridged his long poem. Abridge means shorten, lessen, curtail. Then we have a word regal. One can use, he looks in a regal personality today, splendid, glorious, majestic, superb, magnificent, noble. She looks a regal in her attire. Attire means dressing. Splendid. All words have same meaning, regal. Then we have a word precincts. Precincts. It means surroundings, boundaries, vicinity. One can use this way. People will not be allowed in the precincts of National Assembly. Precincts, surroundings, boundaries, vicinity. Then we have a word praise. One can say that I must praise my children. I must praise hardworking students in my class. Eulogize, extol, panegyrize, admire, laud. All words have same meaning. Somehow context can be changed, but one can go through this way while making vocabulary for any competitive contest to crack synonym and antonym portion. Praise, eulogize, extol, panegyrize, admire, laud. Then we have a word turn down. Phrasal verb, turn. What's phrasal verb? When a verb takes a preposition is called phrasal verb. Turn down means reject, refuse, decline. Example, she turned down a marriage proposal. She turned down, rejected, refused, declined. Then we have a word inhumane. Inhumane. What does it mean by inhumane? One who's very cruel, barbaric, barbarous, brutal, callous, ruthless, vicious. We can say that. He has an inhumane nature, cruel nature. Terrorists across the world possess cruel nature, inhuman nature, barbarous, very cruel, One can say that inhuman. Then we have a word perpetual. Perpetual means never ending, something which can never be ended, never ending, eternal, permanent, everlasting. Paradise is an eternal abode hereafter. One can also use perpetual. A country is in a perpetual war, constant war, never ending war. For example, Pakistan has been facing perpetual problem of poverty since 1947 so far. Perpetual, constant, never ending. Then we have a word destroy. A word pull down, demolish, completely destroy something, tear down, devastate, impair. All words have same meaning. We can crack any competitive contest while keeping in view these synonyms and antonym portion. Then we have a word edges. Edges means supervision, sponsorship, guardianship, shelter. We can take an example here. The negotiations were conducted under the edges of UN, United Nations of organizations, under the edges, supervision. I am pursuing my PhD degree under the edges of my doctor, professor, etc. or ABC. Guardianship. Then we have a word dispense. Dispense means distribute, hand out, dole out. Example, government doles out, distributes charity funds among poor, among the masses. Dispense, distribute, hand out, dole out. These are the phrasal verbs. Then we have words courteous. Courteous means polite, one whose nature is very polite, kind. Deferential, gracious, respectful, obliging, genial. He has a courteous nature, very polite nature. Courteous, gracious, respectful, obliging, genial. Likewise, you can crack any competitive contest. Then we are moving towards number 6, abstruse. Abstruse means difficult to understand. If you are given a word or a statement in which you are not clear, what does it mean by this statement? We can say that this is an abstruse statement. Difficult to understand, arcane, esoteric, obscure, enigmatic, Delphic, puzzling, unfathomable, mysterious, complicated. These all words have same meaning. Abstruse, something which is quite difficult to understand. Government releases an abstruse statement, something which is difficult to understand. Then we have a words congenial. Then we have a word congenial. What does it mean by congenial? Means like-minded, convivial, friendly, amiable, pleasing, well suited. One can say that I like congenial atmosphere of my surrounding, friendly atmosphere, amiable, amicable, pleasing, well suited, like-minded atmosphere of society. Congenial. Then we have word revamp. What does it mean by revamp? Means reconstruct, update, redesign. One can say that Higher Education Commission of Pakistan should revamp old curriculum, syllabus, revamp, redesign, reconstruct, re-innovate, Then we have redecorate, rehabilitate. Word temporary, something which is not permanent, something which is for a short time. We can say the temporary, ephemeral, transitory, evanescent, non-permanent. One can say that perfect, ideal. You are my ideal teacher. You are my ideal mentor. He is my perfect teacher. Faultless, flawless. Then we have word lethargic, very lazy. One who has no energy, who is very passive, lazy, torpid, phlegmatic, slothful. One can say that. Slothful move of the government to implement national policy. Slothful, very lazy. Lethargic move of the government to combat terrorism. Lethargic, lazy. Slothful, indolent, apathetic. Then we have word indigenous. One who is very native person, local, aboriginal. For example, we can say that I'm Pakistani and I can say that I'm an indigenous man of this society. If I'm from abroad, I'm from another country, so I can say that I'm not aboriginal, I'm not indigenous, I'm foreigner. Thank you so much for watching this video.